One more go at this, and then I guess we go to... waiting for the end game, I guess, to fix it. Just wow. We're getting owned. That's why the most dangerous boss in this game is Bill and Ben. They're not actually a boss. They're like they're normal ninjas on steroids. Oh yeah, that one's dead. Nice. All right, let's move on. Actually, I'm gonna hit, because why would I be able to have like normal luck with capture devices? We got nothing. Classic Eye of Destiny at the end of a lot of games like this. I'm fighting Galaxy Brain. We can deal with boosted defense, honestly. How much is like delay time or like is going by with boss in the game. This is gonna be a slow one. This is Ocarina frame speed here. Suddenly very happy I got that heal in there.
I heard there was a promise of dad jokes on resub MRC85. Come on.
Bad Mega X381, thank you for the sub. The resub even. Welcome back to the Bagel Cage. 2 bagels enter, 4 slices leave. As promised, we are now going to open the book of dad jokes. What kind of energy snacks do chimpanzees like? Monkey bars. More next time. Thanks so much. Thank you. How's it going? What happened in Arizona that... Yeah, there's an actual book. I got it at Barnes & Noble yesterday, which is apparently still a store that exists. They put it in the White Elephant gift section, and I was like, White Elephant? Give me this. What happened in Arizona that made their goalie skate all the way across the ice? So basically, like, for a goalie, that's an automatic penalty. He was trying to get into a fight, I think. And the problem was the other goalie was already in a fight. Bookstores are always good when you, like, actually see them and get a chance to actually see something. Holy Saber! Yeah, that actually heals it. Fire. Like, that's the one where the goalie... I want to know what caused this to happen. The goalie decided to go out and literally throw someone from the other team to the ground. Got missed with Fire Saber. I'm waiting to see something actually connect. Am I doing one? I'm doing one. There's no way out of this, is there? This is the best thing I can think of to do. I don't know the names of the players involved, just that it was Calgary and Shackles. Arizona. Oh boy. So your first job is to do this. The Arizona goalie is the one that, like, actually started the fight. Well, yeah, I guess so. It's just, you know, the way things work out. The Calgary goalie, like, a decent chunk of this fight gone by, decided to skate across the ice. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do... Whatever. It's over. I can't do anything anymore. Tried to get into a fight. Couldn't do it because the goalie was already, like, still throwing other players around. So that was kind of funny. That happened. Goalies should only fight other goalies. Well, the caveat being unless somebody challenges them. If a random player decides they want to punch the goalie and the goalie clocks him with the blocker, that's that player's problem. But yeah, like, he was holding the player and then he threw him and, like, it just kept going. And the thing is, you know, like, by the other goalie skating across the ice, if nothing else, it probably forced the refs to give the other goalie a penalty for being involved and basically starting the mess. It's just that they didn't have to then hand out goalie fighting penalties, because I think goalies get tossed for that now, which is absurd. Ha! Oh my goodness. Everything's queued up here. What is this graphical artifact here where it's like half winking? Gazer beam. Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the last goalie fight was, but, like, it was definitely a case of, like, people don't know how to have fun, so they decided goalies aren't allowed. We're gonna ban specifically goalie fights compared to all other fights. Hockey and fighting it as a penalty in hockey is going to go away at some point. Probably when you get to robot referees. Because realistically, hockey fights exist because the refs miss a lot of things. Oh my god. This is where I'm a bad sports fan. I don't recognize, like, any of these names. Go ahead and attack the galaxy brain. I wonder if that did any damage. Triple slash! Yeah. The core 4 elementals here, easy to take down because I just blast them with the sabers. This is the problem. This is the problem one. Well, really, darkness is the problem one. Then moon. Oh my goodness. Wham! Her, like, supercharged special attack is the same as my normal attack. Who got that? Charlotte? That saves me a lot of trouble, actually. Don't have to unmoogle that now. Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. I've certainly seen the replays of it. Oh, I've got plenty of these things. I just need to make sure this fight ends. I'm hearing like the bits and pieces of was the quarterback an instigator in any capacity. Either way, you don't take somebody's helmet off and clock them with it. If your best defense is, well, he's making fun of me. It's kind of like, he didn't actually swing at you, dude. Alright, we know fire did nothing. I'm not even mad at all at the guy who punched him on the ground. Like, yeah, he already basically rips a player's helmet off. Of course people are going to be punching him. There's a little bit of the quarterback guy reaching for somebody else. You make me like go back and finish reading who got what suspension. Because I forget, I don't even know the names of half the players involved. Quarterbacks, though, are like sacred. You can't do anything to a quarterback. Instigating is a tricky thing to kind of play on, if only because everybody instigates. So it's like without knowing what was said or what was being done. But wasn't there like a little bit of him reaching for a helmet at some point too? Like I said, I'm not even mad at the guy that was punching and kicking him on the ground. That's a visceral reaction. Toss him from the game because there's... Honestly, even tossing him from the game, I'm only even thinking of because there were like 5 seconds left anyway. Tossing him from the game doesn't really do anything. Yeah, if he reached for the other guy's helmet before he took his helmet off, probably needs a talking to, if nothing else. Endgame bosses of this game, just the way these fights drag on. I mean, if you don't like being thrown to the ground, you probably should not be playing in the National Football League. But that said, I also haven't seen the tackle. We got this thing to actually use its cure spell. We've got to be digging into its hit point total a little bit. Look at this amazingly accurate attack. That hits anyway because hitboxes. Alright, I realized that's a special attack and stuff, but still. Like, your job as really anybody on the field, if somebody throws somebody around like that. The NFL doesn't really have that role of enforcer because we were just talking about hockey fights. Mostly because usually the NFL overcompensates when penalizing people who attack quarterbacks. Especially if your name is Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers. By the way, shoutouts to Kaepernick's workout, which I'm told was a success. As far as he looked good. That actually really makes me happy because, like, everybody's just kind of sitting here really hoping he doesn't go in and, like, look terrible. Because now everybody who has, like, everybody who's on the fringe of the playoff hunt, or, like, honestly, I'm thinking, like, if you have a team that has a good record but no quarterback, you better be thinking about signing him. Roethlisberger is both a little bit of an asshole. He's also, honestly, he's getting old. Between Roethlisberger, Brady, less so even than Aaron Rodgers, they're starting to age out. That's not to say they're playing particularly bad, so much as it's the same with the Rangers and Henrik Lundqvist. You have this amazing star player, that's great. You know he can't keep this up forever. Discount double check. Don't the Bills have like a mediocre quarterback right now? I like the question starts becoming, you get to teams that don't have established good quarterbacks, and you could hypothetically say, well, the Jets don't. And, you know, your immediate next step is to say, well, the Jets just spent a number 3 draft pick on this guy who's supposedly pretty good, and he just doesn't have a team around him right now. So I don't know like what that situation in Buffalo is, or really any of the other cities. That's good. I mean, really what almost needs to happen is teams need to have... Maybe the league should start coming up with a retirement budget. Or like veteran roster spots. Where you can keep your Aaron Rodgers, your Henrik Lundqvist, keep paying them, not counted against the salary cap. It'd be something like, well, this is a guy that basically is a casualty of the way the roster is built. But we like him. This fight is over. We're in a war of attrition. It's going to be who runs out of resources first. I don't like making a specific... I never like rules that apply to specific... non-roster rules, especially, that apply to specific players. Like, rules that apply to specific players are rules like the pitcher must be touching the rubber, the catcher must be in the box, the center is going to snap the ball. But, like, rules about passing never mention the quarterback. They always say the passer, the passer. Not that we ever really see roughing the passer called very often on the running back. Granted, I think they also say that if a player... No, if you rough the passer, you rough the passer. Like, we all know in the NFL especially, right? You're never going to have a player that's not the quarterback probably be the one you want to hang on to forever. Running backs, their knees honestly just give out at about 30. Wide receivers eventually get a little too slow to keep up, usually in their mid to late 30s, even if they're really good. Whatever happened to that guy in the Lions? Is it over? It's over. Kevin Johnson. I completely missed him retiring. Like, 1 minute he was playing football, and the next he was gone. Good for him. Realistically, most of the NFL players have to know it's not worth it to stay in this league, like, to get another way too much money just to then, like, be stuck forever. Where have I not gone yet? That's the Earth one that's this way. What town is this? Yo, go. I kind of wanted to find this eventually. Welcome to the black market, everybody. Exactly. Yeah, they only have the core 4 here. Which I don't really need any of at this point. Having a dispel magic on hand is actually gonna be really cool. I don't know why I don't have this at all. They make this place sound big and scary. But then there's really not much there. Yeah, it just becomes this. Gnome Day. Yeah, that took like a half hour. I've been streaming 27 minutes. So that was at least a 20-minute fight. We're sleeping till tomorrow before we go to the Earth Dungeon. If it's Gnome Day. Mana Day. The only problem is I think we might have to worry about Lunes. I guess we go to Treeland if that happens. Exactly the place I was originally. This is more like it. Yeah, I don't think I was ever on this section of the map. I think if we go back to like video 2 or 3, I even say, you know, I bet the Earth Dungeon's that way. Yeah, here we go. I need to figure out how to get into that city. Check it on weapons first. Jesus. That's what I was afraid of. Buy that and then everything else is unavailable. Oh my god. Well, good luck to everybody who's inevitably leaving right about now to go watch a football game. I really hope the Jets find a way to blow today's game and not, win 2 or 3 games against meaningless teams. Because they're going to probably find a way to beat the Redskins, and I'll be sad. Unless Darno looks really good doing it. If he looks really good doing it, then we get into, well, his development has been completely stunted by idiots. Who did the Dolphins beat last week? Beating the Jets is meaningless. The other teams, it's like, I don't know. I really think the Dolphins lost the game to the Redskins on purpose, just because of the way that pass was just completely dropped. Could save like 2,000 by doing this. I didn't want to buy that. Oh, God. Did I at least buy the one that gives me 2 extra points of attack power? No, I bought the same thing I already have. It's not really worth it. It's totally worth it because it's like that much money. It was an atrocious play call. The way it was thrown right at his hand, he's just like, whoops, I dropped the ball. I don't think he had any intention of catching that pass. I think they wanted to basically make their point that they could be there. I didn't save after the second night, did I? Because I said, like, oh, let's just go. And now it's Gnome Day again. Yeah, the Bengals are their own special brand of uh-oh this year. Because I already proved I can't be trusted to not need to do this. We're saving those 30 seconds. Actually, where's the normal item shop in this town? Somewhere down there, isn't it? I also have not seen a shield for sale forever. And I won't find one here. Is there just not an item shop here? I can... Your Mad Maggie, your statement that their play is enough to make Bengals fans miss Marvin Lewis is demonstrably false. You imply they were Bengals fans. Okay, that's probably true. What did I get that I really don't need at all? get that stuff out so I can get rid of it. Kind of weird to land in a place like this. It's like completely separate from the rest of the area that you went exploring ages ago. And seeing that there means there's like 5 entrances to that screen. I guess 6. None of which exist in like more than pairs. Now I've at least heard of that. Big defensive boosts. Get the big boosts. Yeah, same as last time, except it's slightly lower this time. Because I already paid up on some of the other things. On the one hand, I'm kind of curious what the Jets do again in Washington, and on the other, who cares? Right now, I'm mostly interested in what happens with Kaepernick. I'd love to see a team actually pick him up. Part of me wants to like do that because I could swear she was still short a weapon, but I guess she's not. Yeah, we're talking 200 gold to get an extra, crank out an extra couple of points of attack. You can do that. Oh, he totally is. Having never watched him play, it's almost like there's a quarterback that was like in a playoff hunt. That's all you need to know. There we go. Is that enough for anything here? Defense. I think that's going up 2 as well, because I think last time I didn't boost those 2 things. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. Yeah, that's going to raise magic defense as well. Get in here because this has been going on for 40 minutes now, and I need to get through all this before tiny human wakes up. Small human. Can't. You're somehow not dead. I'm petrified though. Can you heal a statue? Special moon attack. I'm not gonna bother. That's an interesting one. How many of your hit points are you gonna get out of that? Enough. It's kind of weird to get the fire cave music here. Get healed by that? I have no evasion. This is after raising her magic defense. All of her defense, really. If only you could actually target creatures with its attack. Have I been, like, actually hit with the... I'll just, like, do as much damage as is gonna happen ability here? Because I'm only doing, like, 1 point of damage. It's kind of dumb. I just got myself a new sword and everything. How many times have I used this on the screen? This is starting to be crazy. So wait, did I walk on the screen and it immediately did something that made it so all my attacks would do like no damage? And now enemies are 7 levels higher than me. Clear that right up. Launch seed. I really don't need a launch seed. They do 50 to everybody? Nice. kind of saw it happen. Yep. My attack power is now like nothing. What a garbage ability. Like, it's a good ability for it, but it just means I'm now going to spam you with magic and animate the game into oblivion. I mean, if you're not coming. Magic's a little OP. Most of the time in this game, it feels like magic is doing about like 170% of one of my fighter's slashes. But then it also is like so slow compared to the original, well, the original Seiken Densetsu 2, Secret of Mana. I've got Super Mimic now on the rotation. You probably need to heal everyone because you're about to get owned. So especially like against the boss in this area, you'll probably see it. Once I get during the fighters, like normal hits are gonna do like maybe 60 to 80, and then we're gonna get him hooked up with Thunder Saber, and then his hits are gonna do like 170. Meanwhile, Air Blast will do like 300, and Lightning Bolt will do 350. So the move is to use Air Blast because it costs half as much MP. You'd be spending twice as much magic points to get 50 more damage per shot. Meanwhile, as far as like time goes, like pausing, selecting Lightning Bolt, the Air Blast, and doing all these things takes a lot of time. Stabbing for 180 would take almost no time at all once you use the initial shot of Lightning Saber. Thunder Saber. So he's out. You keep healing. Oh, one of them is down. That's good. He got the XP anyway, I guess. Always rank strength for the fighter. Single target, this might actually heal him up. No, it didn't. Too many hit points, that's good. They're still only level 36. That's good. I thought they were getting up to, they were going to hit 37 here. again. You're doing damage now. I specifically waited until after the Reaper had passed to select anything there. I just walked right into it. 'Cause the first thing you're doing on the screen is just, oh, look at that, your attack went down. Unfortunately, I have a caster that can just do this all day, so I don't really care. But this is not really entertaining content. Air blast. Air blast is still here. Lightning bolt's still here. I can't use lightning bolts on the field. So again, like the first thing that happens on the screen before I can really do anything. My attack power is basically all gone. So all I can really do is throw cyclones at people. Bio. God damn it. And you know this is really all that needs to happen, right? My magic defense is not even like, awful in the grand scheme of things. Oh, there's more on the screen. Physician, heal thyself. They only saw it say decrease attack twice. I'm kind of hoping that means I'm clear. And that we see this screen play out very differently as a result. that as soon as I walk on that screen, my attack power is shot. Look how different things are without freaking putty toss. Had to come here because we're looking for a gold statue because Angela's gonna run out of magic points pretty soon. Not that I don't have walnuts. More that the point is not for me to walk around and do nothing but use fairy walnuts and air blasts. Because look how much faster this combat is when I don't have my defense fired into a hole. Pulling back because it feels like they can only use putty toss once. Half drain. Looks like Charlotte's magic point supply is also dwindling. Alright, that should end the slime. Charlotte's down anyway. Normal mimic. Naturally, the first thing that happened there was I got owned. Which means now instead of, you know, actually wandering into combat here, we're just gonna use Air Blast a bunch of times. Throw that over to Charlotte too, and watch this now. The gold statue will be on the next screen. Alright, now it needs to either be on the next screen. God, baby's crying. End this thing already. All right. We're going to keep it there because somebody's crying a lot and I've got to take care of that. Later.